Ladies and gentlemen, what can even be said at this point? Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Phillies Stats Show video cast here recapping this afternoon's game between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets as the Phillies lose 4-3 to the Mets as they blow another lead late in the ball game as they blow another save. Their 19th of the season. It's just pathetic. I mean, how many times now? I guess before getting into this video, please subscribe if you have not yet. Please turn the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video, and let's get into this. How many videos now have I been sitting here saying, oh, we blew another save? And even last night's victory in the second game of doubleheader, I mean, we even blew a save there. I understand we won the ball game, but I am tired of the blown saves. I am sick of it. I am just so tired. I mean, I thought Hector Neris wasn't the closer anymore, Joe. You say, Jose, he wasn't available today. Enough of that. I am just so tired of the excuses. I'm just tired of this baseball team, ladies and gentlemen. What can even be said anymore? I don't even feel like ranting. I don't even feel like raising my voice because honestly, at this point, it's just so predictable. It's just so predictable with this team. It's so predictable. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I really, really don't. You can even blow more leads if you even tried. I mean, really. I mean, it's just like I don't think you could even do worse if you tried. I mean, seriously, how bad this team is. I really, really don't. I mean, with all these mental mistakes with these Hoskins, I mean, it always feels like it always starts with an error. If you notice it, that's a common theme. Not only blowing leads, but these blown leads start with an error. It's something big happens. Yesterday was the outbone. Also yesterday was Rhys Hoskins too in game one. With the sun in his eyes, and then today makes that other blunder at first base. It wasn't the easiest play in the world, but it's a play that a professional first baseman should make. A professional baseball player should make. So there's no excuse for it. There's absolutely no excuse. So the errors always start, right? I mean, I'm upset at Hector today, but I'm not gonna lie. Defense and the fundamental baseball was not on his side in this game. It was not. He needs to do a better job throwing strikes. I tell you what, the umpire back there today did not help him. Yeah, he did not. One called a rescue or made that ball was a ball. It was off the plate. You can't argue. I mean, that ball was not in the box. And I have to be objective. That ball was not a strike. But it was borderline. It was very, very close. It's a pitch that could have been called a strike. You saw JT was barking back there. Of course, they don't get to see the box. I mean, you could go back and look at the film later. Not in live action. Bryce Harper, exits the game after getting hit by that pitch. He's limping apparently. That's not good. I tell you, Harper's had his fair share of these little injuries this year. Pick up the scoring summary, top of the second inning. Nick Maton signals on a line drive to right field off of Jacob deGrom. Andrew McCutchen comes around to score. Some gutsy base running there by Kutch. I tell you, he's a very exciting player to watch sometimes. And the Phillies didn't have to jump ahead to a 1-0 lead. So that was the fifth run allowed by Jacob deGrom all season. I've said this before. The Phillies don't do horrible against deGrom. They don't. Compared to other teams, the Phillies don't do terrible against deGrom. So it's just absolutely amazing. It's just absolutely amazing. So if you go take a look at the pitcher's batting average this season combined, 113. deGrom has a 115 average against him. Think about that. Oh my goodness gracious. That is how good deGrom has been this year. It's been amazing. It's been something special for deGrom. But Nick Maton gets the job done there. So I was very, very pumped about that. I mean, it's such a big deal scoring a run off Jacob deGrom right there. I mean, that is just great. So Nick Maton, I'm sure it's a big concert here. He's a young kid, and getting a hit off of a guy like that, he's got to know it's something special. That is something special. Bottom of the second inning, Jose Peraza doubles on a line drive to left field. Dominic Smith comes around to score as the Mets tied at 1. So it didn't take him too long to tie the ball game off of Zach Eflin, who did very, very good in this game. I tell you, he shouldn't have been taken out. I said going in, 6 or 7 innings, 1 or 2 runs allowed. And that is what he did. This was a winnable game. Zach Eflin did his job today. He did everything that I said he needed to do. So props to Zach Eflin. He's not the problem here. Top of the 6th inning, Andrew McCutchen hits a sacrifice fly to center field, and Odubel comes around to score. As the Phillies now retake the lead, now a 2-1 ball game. They had bases loaded, nobody out, and they were able to get one run. I was hoping for a little bit more than just one run, but not the worst job there. Going against DeGrom. So that was now the 6th run as he allowed this season, and it's now a 2-1 Phillies. We retake the lead. Then in about the 7th inning, off the bench, Kevin Pillar homers on a fly ball, 2 right center field, his 7th of the season. And the Mets now tied at 2. So that was off of Ranger Suarez. Pretty, a little bit disappointed Ranger Suarez as of recently. I mean, he's definitely had his mistakes. And in the top of the 9th inning, Nick Maton does it again. This time a second base fly to left field. And Andrew McCutchen comes around to score as the Phillies now retake the lead. A 3-2 ball game. So how about it, Nick Maton, right? Gets sent down, went on that really, long cold streak, and due to the injury of Gene Segura, gets called back up. He was very good in this game for the Phils. In about the 9th inning, I'll tell you what, I told you this is a very close call, a 3-2 count. Here's another example, we had a 1-2. We had him 1-2, we were ahead in the count, and he couldn't finish the job. Hector couldn't finish the job, like always, as he walks Luis Guillorme. And, Van Guneren comes around to score. As the Mets now tied at 3. Just unbelievable. Just so predictable. As soon as I had a little bit of hope when it was just first and second, nobody out. But it always starts. Like I said before, it always starts. Whenever we do this, it always starts by a big thing. And the big thing today was the misplay by Rhys Hoskins. That was the thing. It always starts with an error. It always starts with some error. Alec Boehm kicking the ball around. Rhys Hoskins not doing his job. It always starts with an error. Whenever things unravel for this team and with this bullpen, blowing saves, it always starts with an error. Always. And it happened today. As soon as Rhys Hoskins made the error, I had a bad feeling in my stomach. Well, actually, when I saw Hector warming up at the bullpen, I had a bad feeling in my stomach. Forgot about what he did last night in the second game doubleheader. Boy, oh boy, he walks Luis Guillorme. That pitch was a ball. It was close, but it was a ball. Go and take a look at the pitch cast. It was a ball. It did not go in the box. It was out of the box. It was close, but it wasn't a strike. It wasn't. You can't argue and say, oh well, it was close. It was close, but it wasn't a strike. It wasn't. Go look at the pitch cast. It was a good. It was the right call, but it was really. I probably wouldn't have taken that pitch. 3-2 count, but Luis Guillorme did, and it worked out for him. Part of I think that was lucky because that pitch just missed. And so the Mets tied at 3, and then Michael Conforto. At least he didn't get a hit for this, right? It's a sacrifice fly to center field. Odubel did everything he could, but unfortunately came up short. And that'd be so hard to throw him out right there. Billy McKinney comes around to score as the Mets win it 4-3. Seriously, I don't even know. I don't even know anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I'm tired of this, man. I'm tired of coming on here and just I don't know. I'm just exhausted from it. I'm tired of, I still love my team. I still support this team. I'm going to be on record saying that right now. I'd like to be on record saying that I still love and support this team. Wouldn't be here right now if I didn't. But I'm certainly frustrated with them. And how about Hector smirking off the mound? Explain to me what's so funny about doing that. I'd love for him to explain what was so funny in that situation. Nothing. Nothing is funny about doing that. So it's funny to blow another save? Explain to me how that's funny, please. I just don't like to see any of that. And how about Lindor, though? Bases loaded, nobody out, and he goes down on strikes. And the Met crowd really let him hear it, man. That was one of the highlights. I'm glad he didn't get the game-winning, RBI. I'm glad he didn't. Even though Conforto did, I'm glad it wasn't a hit, like I said before. But Lindor 0 for 5 today. All that money. How much they paying you, man? And you can't even do anything. And enough with the whole Bryce thing. Bryce has lived up to his contract. I understand some people may disagree. You go take a look at the money war. It will prove that. But I tell you what, Lindor, you can't even argue that. That is a terrible contract. New York fans really letting him hear it. You just love to see that. Look at, I tell you what, Odubel, I understand he did get a hit today. He just continues to, be a little bit ice cold. And his average still sits at 247. But Rhys Hoskins, talent hitting 230. We all thought he was able to get out of that slump when he was going deep there for a little bit. But he is right back to his old ways again. So I just think this is Rhys Hoskins. I do. I mean, there's a chance that it's not, and he hasn't really lived up to his full potential. But how can you say it's not? Because this has been his whole career, up and down, up and down. You can say Harper is too, which he is, but not this dramatic. Rhys Hoskins is the most inconsistent player on this Phillies team. Bryce Harper exits the game after the top of the 6th inning, after getting hit by that pitch. So like Joe Girardi said, he's day to day. He might not play tomorrow. He doesn't think it's going to be a long-term thing. Jarvis Gronkowski took his place. But JT Muto definitely not seeing the ball too well right now. Andrew McCutchen, I tell you, a guy that had a very good day today for the Phillies. One guy that I will got a lot of praise to today. I only got 1 hit, but scoring 2 runs. I mean, he had a very good day today. Very productive. He had a catch. That was one guy I was glad to see do so well. And Nick Maton, too. 2 RBIs. He did his job against Instagram. I'm not going to complain. Nick Maton was very, very good today for the Phils. Take a look at Zach Eflin's start. 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 run was earned, 4 strikeouts. Why in the world would you take him out like that? I just don't understand it. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. You saw Ranger Suarez. He did not do his job. He did not do his job. And you can't say he did. I mean, other than that home run, he was okay. But ERA now climbs to 0.93. But I tell you what, I don't even know anymore. I mean, I really don't. I mean, Joe Girardi goes back to Joe Girardi again. Why take a Zach Eflin right there? And he did everything I said he needed to do. He went 6 innings and only allowed 1 run. I said he needs to go 6 or 7 and allow 1 or 2 runs. He went 6 and allowed 1. So he did everything I said he needed to do. So props to Zach. I would give him a round. He was good today. He was. His stuff looked good. The command looked good. Good bounce back start. Gets his ERA now down to 4.20. But just the problem with Zach is he's just so inconsistent. But Suarez wasn't terrible, but he had that game-tying home run, and then Brogdon came in to finish up the 8th inning, and then Hector Neris, he does Hector Neris things, his 6th blown save of the season, and the Phillies' 19th of the season, and has a 1-5 record on the year. What could even be said anymore now about this team? I mean, just so many winnable games, and 2 against Washington. We had those. Go back and look at that West Coast road trip. I'm talking about it earlier. You had 3 of those games we didn't win, which were winnable games. One against San Fran. I believe, the first game of the series, and you got the first 2 out in LA. Winnable games. I understand you're gonna lose. I mean, good teams are gonna lose sometimes. Winnable games, they will. I mean, occasionally, but mostly, good teams win winnable games. And you saw here, right? I mean, you saw here, and especially more in the DC series. Definitely could have swept out the Nationals this season back. Definitely. Those were 2 winnable games. The first game of doubleheader yesterday was a winnable game. You were winning. You did win the second game. And today was another winnable game. These are winnable games. So someone gives me hope, as I said before. But it's also extremely frustrating at the same time. Because we're not winning these winnable games. So, just the bad fundamentals, the bad defense continues to come back and haunt you. Rhys Hoskins, are you kidding me, man? Like, do you need glasses or something? I mean, a professional baseball player, a first baseman, should be able to scoop that. I mean, that is a play that a professional baseball player should make, so there's no excuse. So, guys, since you've watched this video, please subscribe if you haven't done it yet. Please hit the notification bell. Please like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Check out the social media link in the description section. At Phillies House of Instagram, check out Instagram, call or text 267-225-3392. Email me, phillieshouseof@gmail.com. The ace. Let me say that, the ace. I understand, no disrespect to Aaron Nola. I mean, I understand he had a really good day, yesterday in the first game of doubleheader, time receivers record. I did hear his hat was sent to the Hall of Fame, which is pretty cool in Cooperstown. 5-4, they 2.36 ERA, 122 strikeouts for Wheels. Wheeler definitely has done a good job with the strikeouts. And we need a bounce back start. He wasn't very good against the Nats, first game and 2 games set. And Mark Destrone, another guy's been very good, has a lower ERA than Zach. 6-5, they 2.32 ERA, only 75 compared to Wheeler's 122 strikeouts. We got to bounce back tomorrow. I tell you what, I'm going to go back to it again. Just some of the starting pitching hasn't really been the problem. On the DC series in Philly, it was definitely a big problem. I don't think you need to say that. Wheeler, Stroman. So guys, thanks for watching. I'm Luke, and I'll talk to you later. We need to bounce back tomorrow and get a win. I'll see you guys.